So, I will draw this object. I will show you how you can draw something like that step by step. Okay? So I started here. I will be using 2-point perspective. That means what? We start with an edge. Okay? And the first thing I did was to draw a cube. Okay, this cube. Then this object, as you can see, this is basically here the cube that I draw here. But here we have the same cube, and here we have the same cube. So what did I use? I put a center line through it, and I used the division of the unit method. So this cube, I put here, and I put here, okay? Then, in this object, we have the cube here again, and the same one we have here, this distance is the same cube, and then another cube here. So all of them are the same size cubes. So this cube, you see this first edge, this distance, I put here the same, and I put the same here, okay? As we know, even when we sketch, this first edge we will use for rough measurements so that we get an idea, okay? But everything else, dividing of unit method and splitting of surfaces. So we have 3 cubes equal here, 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3. So this is how I start. So let me continue down. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay. I also need to finish the cubes here, down. And here we will not need, but this one we will need because it's in the center. But this one I will need 1, 2 cubes, and here 1, 2. Okay. Here. Okay. Let me finish it, and then we will delete what we don't need. Okay, now I will draw all the lines of the cubes, basically, because everything we will need. All the lines go to the vanishing points, of course. You already know that. Okay, now let me start with here, with the center object. With this one here, later I will draw this and this. So we will start with this. This is the main cube. Let me put, all these details, the radiuses later. Everything first, straight lines, okay? Straight lines. Okay, so we have this object here, as you can see. There is an object here, which is a cuboid, and it's in the center. So, diagonals. From the other side, there will be the same, but we will not see it from this point, okay? But we have to identify its location also. quarter this one here. Okay. Now, inside this one, there is this round object. Anything round you see in perspective means it first is a square. Okay? So, depending on the size of the square, I have to split the surfaces. I don't want the circle to be this big, accordingly, so I will split it in half. Again, split. So here is the center, and then I will split again here and split again to find the center of this square. So, all the lines go to the vanishing point, of course. Okay, now this is here diagonals, this line and this line going to the vanishing point, and then we know that we draw the circle inside, touching the 4 points. Okay, after this will extend. Later we will know until where. Now this here object and this object, this estimated size is a quarter of this cube. So not half, but a quarter. Okay? So this is here this cube. This is again the same cube. So this surface here divides until we have a quarter. So what are we going to do here? There will be a lot of lines, so let me use another color. So diagonal from here, diagonal from here. This going to the vanishing point, this is the center. This is 2, okay? But we need quarter. So from here, we will divide again and again. So this is here the center. So this is what we need. So this is a quarter of this space, okay? By division of by splitting of the surfaces. Okay. So we will put this down. Now, this here, the same. This here should be a quarter of this. So, we will do the same thing. Diagonal here. Diagonal through here. This is here the center. This go to the vanishing point. To the vanishing point. Then, this one we will split again. Sorry. To do it more accurate. So, this go to the vanishing point. Okay. This one we will split again until we find the center of it. Here, this is what we need. So this is here. The quarter of this. So this here line and this line we can remove because not to overcrowd with lines here. And this one, and this one. Okay. Now, this circular object, again, it will have 2 lines in its extremes, and they will stop basically here, because after that we cannot see. From the same one, we will take lines to the vanishing point. Here, this surface I need to split to find the location of the square. I'm not going to draw all the lines because it will take too much time and it's too overcrowded here. I'm just finding the center points by this method. Here and here again, this is the center, and here this is the center. So the circle will basically be in this location with the same with the same tilt, okay? And this line and this line go all the way until it reaches here. But if you need a little more accuracy, you need to be careful with the splitting to be exactly in the middle, okay, of this object. This here will be hidden, so we will see only this part here. And here, this will be all hidden, but later we will delete. Okay. Now we have other details here. This line here should be at the center of this surface. So again, split, split. Here is the center. From here to the vanishing point. Okay. Now I would normally draw much faster, but I'm going a little bit step by step. Usually I will draw from here and here and here very quickly, but I'm trying to, you know, draw step by step. So now, so this is here the center. So this point, we will go to the vanishing point again. These two lines here, okay? Now, because it's a sketch, I already know the center. I can put one line here, one line here. Always what is closer to you, make a little bit bigger, okay? So I don't have to calculate everything by splitting, you know? So this is here the center line, okay? So one line I will put here, one line I will put here, okay? So some things can be estimated, it's not wrong in a sketch, as long as the overall structure is decent. We have other details. Later the curves I will do and all those stuff. Now, let us construct the main object before we continue putting details here. So this down now, okay, there is a circle here and underneath, and this go down. But before it becomes circle, it is a square. So we have a square here on which surface? This go to the vanishing point, this go to the vanishing point. So on this surface here, on this surface, so on this surface there is a square in here, okay? So you need to again, to be a little more accurate, split the surfaces, diagonal, diagonal, where is the center? From this center to the vanishing point. Then here again, split until you find the center. Here, split until you find the center. And this one we need to split also. And this one. So each one of these you need to split to find the location of the point, so you know where this square is going to be located here, okay? So it's just splitting, splitting, splitting until you find the center points. All of them go to the vanishing point. So this is underneath. From here, we will put down this cube here, very important. We need that also. Let me put this up. So this cube I will draw to the vanishing point. Down, where does it reach this? Here. So this square here, which have these lines coming down from each corner, should get to a square on this surface of this cube. Now, it's in the same location like this one, but we need to find it here. So again, diagonal, you need to know where this line should stop. So where should I stop this? Here or here or here, So you need to find again. So splitting of the surfaces, the center here, to the vanishing point, to the other vanishing point, and then splitting this one also, and splitting this one, and splitting this one, and splitting this one, okay? And now we will put the circle. Diagonals, this line to the vanishing point, this line to the vanishing point. We need the 4 points, their location, we need to know them. And then we can draw the circle inside. And the circle inside here. The 4 points, just put them down here. It's clear where they are. And then connecting the circles at their widest point. All of this will be hidden here. Let me delete a little bit here. All of this will be hidden underneath. All we see is this coming out from here. So this is here the location of the circle. This is here at the back. Now, these here details, I will not draw them here because it will take time consuming too much, but here you need to find the square, put it down because this is bigger than this square, okay? And then just divide them into three equal parts, and later on I put something, but I will simplify it here. Any details, as I said, you can add, change, whatever. It's not like strict, important to follow. Okay, now we have this object here, which is this cube, okay? It starts with a cube, and we have this detail and this detail, which are parts of the surface. Now, how much I want to do it? I will split the surface. I will split this surface again. If I want it quarter, it's up here. If I want again to split, I will find it here. This one again, I will split, and I will find it here. So you split as many times as you need to find the location of details. This here will be at the back, we will not see. From here down, we have a space here, depending on from this edge down here, how much I want to do it. So from this edge, half, no, too much. Then I will split this surface again. So half is here. Again, split is going to be here somewhere. Okay, this is what I need to the vanishing point. And from this point to the other vanishing point. Here, this will be a space. Okay. Then there will be another division here, again at the center. Let me put at the center. Let's go to the vanishing point. And we have 3 lines here. First of all, the center line. So, splitting of this surface, here is the center. Then splitting again, here is the center, but I don't want the center, I want a quarter here. And here again, this is the center, this is the quarter, and we will put the 2 lines. Okay, now, there will be a space here, and I want this at the center. So I will divide this surface, here is the center point, to the vanishing point here. It will be here, okay? And it will go all the way to the middle and down. So basically I simplified a lot of things, everything, center, quarter, you know, this kind of stuff, to make more simple. But in reality, it doesn't have to be always in this way. This here we will not need. Let me delete some of the stuff. All of these are just construction lines, but I want them on, when you draw something, I want everything on your paper, don't delete anything. So the object starting to appear a little bit. Okay, we have also, do we have any main lines here to put? No, later we will put the radiuses. Now here we have also this coming down. Now where do I want to put it down? Until where? This line and this line. It can be just estimation, you don't have to always do it detailed, but if you want, you can split. So this will be the center, this the quarter. If you need it smaller, you can decide where you want to end it, basically. Okay, now the rest of the details, we need to what? We need to start rounding off. Now again, the radius is also my decision, it's my design. How much I want to put the radius. Let's put the radius here to be like this. So from here, this line basically to the vanishing point, and see where it will intersect here and here. And this line, I will put the same one here and here, but of course it's rough. In the reality, you need to split because this one will be smaller than this, okay? Because it's in perspective. So you need to split to see the exact location, but I will not do that. So this will go now to the vanishing point, and here also to the vanishing point. And now we will connect this with this here. So all these corners will disappear. And this will be at the back here, so all this will disappear. And here, down here, we will have also curves. Let me simplify this a little here. Scale it down. shall we do it? This way or this way? Okay. Maybe we'll leave it just this way better. This down. I don't have to follow even my drawing there. If I like a new detail, I will put it new. So you can change while drawing also to new things that you find interesting. Now let's put this object here. And where I want to end it, again, I can split, but I will keep it rough here, where I want to end it. If I want to keep it straight, I will keep it straight. If I want to put this curve here, I can find the center point from here, this point, the center, and I can round it off. Now this line with this line should meet, and this here, where it's located, should be the same. So you need to be careful with this. Okay, here, let's put this way. The center point here, the quarter here, the quarter here. Okay. Here I will put a bigger radius than I did here. For example, I want from this point to this point to be all a radius. It's my choice, okay? I can make it smaller, bigger, as I like. From here, the same thing. So the same size radius I want to put here. So starting from the center of this to the center of this. Okay, so this radius here. And this one will be, first of all, this line here to the vanishing point. So this point with this point will connect. This point with this point will connect. This point with this point will connect. This will go straight down here. This is all construction lines, the straight lines here. We don't really need this, okay? This here will go also curved part of it. This will be straight until here, but this will be curved down. This one here, this one here. These other details very easy to place here and here and here at the back. So these details are the most easiest one to place. And again, it's my choice where I want to place them for whatever reason. We can put more details or change, whatever. It doesn't have to, okay, so here's the center. I can change that. So we can keep changing, it doesn't really matter now. Now this part here, also, I will put the same radius that it is here. So from this line, we will see where the radius ended, from here where it will end, and where it will touch here, where it will touch here. So, or no, not this way, sorry. I want to end it. So, this one here and this one here. So from here and from here. This will go to the vanishing point. This down here and see where it will end. Okay, here. And here you will do the same thing, adding your radiuses. This go to the vanishing point, to the vanishing point, this to the vanishing point, this line also to the vanishing point. Okay, here also, do not forget. Okay. Now, this here square, you see this square, it should be also visible here with the circle. So we need to find its location here also, so don't forget that. You need to split again in the center, then this one needs to be split, so each one of these. Need to be split, but at the corners, okay, where the corners are. Sorry, straight here. So split again here, split again here, then this one and this one, okay? So this is here the big square. Then you have to split again until you find the location of the small square here. It should be located somewhere in this area. You need to split several times until you end up with the points. Always center, center. After that, this circle, so this line of the square should meet with this line, everything should meet if you have the square correctly. After that, the circle will be added to it, okay? From the other side, we don't need. Basically, that's the idea. Now we can keep adding more and more details, changing, modifying, deleting. Here also we can add the curves if we don't want it. This go to the vanishing point, to the vanishing point. And so on. So these are just extra detail that you will put if you want. Okay, so that's the idea, basically. So then you look at your drawing. If you don't like something, put another paper on top, repeat it with a different version. If you want to keep the essential structure, like the cubes, for example, how you divide it the same, keep them separate on a paper and just put a new paper on top and copy by modifying details. Every time you can end up with a new design. So if I don't like now here something, I can delete and, you know, change it again to something else. On the paper it will look much better because here on the board it's too much lines and smudging and this kind of stuff. But on the paper it will look better. That's basically the idea. And everybody will design their own object. So try not to copy what I have here. I mean, even I don't copy what I have here. I changed stuff, okay, on the way. So, yeah. Do we have other details here? I forgot. This detail here down, that's easy to add. Let me draw one. You see? So this is here from the cube to the vanishing point here. So on this surface, basically the location of this one, I will just take it down. Where is it located? Okay, here and here. And connect it to the vanishing point, here, and here. Okay, so this is from underneath. Then it will go down, and down, and down from here, from this point. This to the, how long do I want to make it? Also, it can be random, or I can take a specific distance and put it to it. This to the vanishing point. Here. So the length of this is also my choice. After that, there is another object underneath. So this go down here until here, and this one object. Okay, this object go down where this cube here ends. So here and here, okay? And then to the vanishing point, and to the vanishing point, how much I want to make this from here to here. Again, I can take some specific measurement, half of this, quarter of this, whatever. If I take half of this, okay, let's see, until here, somewhere, take to the vanishing point, this to the vanishing point, after that, these modifications. Okay, this one here, where I want it to end. This is again my choice. If I want it in half, I will find the center point. So here, until where? So this is here the center. This will be the quarter, okay, from here down. Then I can delete this area. And then we add the other details such as the radiuses from here to the vanishing point, and this one to the vanishing point to see where it will intersect here. Okay. And the same thing here will be done in this part. So, I think this gives enough an idea of what we are doing. I don't need to add more details. It's getting smudgy here. Okay. This is here the idea of how to start and how to modify and add and delete details and change. So, this is it, I guess, for now.